Imagine being told you're too short, too out of shape, or just not good enough, and then proving everyone wrong for over 2 decades. That's Bartolo Colón's story. He didn't just play the game, he made it his own, with grit, heart, and some of the most unforgettable moments in baseball history. This is the tale of how a kid from a small Dominican town, armed with nothing but a dream and an arm like a cannon, became one of the most beloved players of all time. Bartolo grew up in Altamira, Dominican Republic, a place where dreams were big but resources were small. His family didn't have running water or electricity, and getting to the nearest baseball field meant an hour-long walk. But none of that mattered to Bartolo. He loved the game. As a kid, he spent long days working with his dad harvesting coffee beans. His best friend during those tough days? A donkey named Pancho. If Pancho could work tirelessly, so could Bartolo. And that work ethic stayed with him for life. But even with his raw talent, scouts didn't see much in the skinny kid from Altamira. At 20 years old, with no offers in sight, Bartolo made a bold move. He lied about his age, claiming he was 18. And just like that, the Cleveland Indians took a chance, signing him for $3,000. It wasn't much, but it was all he needed. In the Indians' minor league system, Bartolo didn't just impress, he turned heads. His fastball, sometimes touching triple digits, was his calling card.
It's a 4-2 lead. Swing and a miss, and this is the part of the ballgame where he has really gotten tough.
By 1997, he'd thrown a no-hitter in AAA, cementing his place as one of baseball's top prospects. His rookie MLB season in 1997 was rocky, with a 5.65 ERA, but Bartolo wasn't about to quit. By 1998, he was turning heads again. A complete game shutout against the Angels and a career-high 14 strikeouts against the Blue Jays earned him his first All-Star selection. The kid from Altamira had officially arrived. In 1998, Bartolo Colón got his first taste of playoff baseball, and the pressure was intense. The Cleveland Indians were chasing a deep postseason run, and Bartolo, just 25, was handed the ball in a crucial Game 4 against the Boston Red Sox. After a shaky start, giving up a double, a walk, and a home run to Nomar Garciaparra, Bartolo could have folded under the spotlight. But he didn't. He regrouped, limited the damage, and gave the Indians a chance to win, helping them advance to the ALCS to face one of the most dominant teams in history, the New York Yankees. That Yankees team was no joke, boasting 114 wins and a stacked lineup featuring Derek Jeter and Bernie Williams. Yet in Game 3 of the ALCS, Bartolo made them look ordinary. Pitching with poise and precision, he delivered a clutch performance, putting Cleveland ahead in the series. Unfortunately, the Yankees roared back to win the next 3 games, ending Cleveland's season. For Bartolo, it was a tough pill to swallow, but the experience proved he could compete with the best. Still, challenges followed. Bartolo struggled with consistency, and his fear of flying led to a growing resilience on alcohol during team flights. Critics began labeling him as lazy and unfocused, but the reality was much more complex. Bartolo wasn't just battling hitters, he was battling his own personal struggles, trying to find his place both on and off the field. Bartolo Colón's career took a sharp turn after being traded to the Montreal Expos in 2002. While the trade sent future stars like Cliff Lee and Grady Sizemore to Cleveland, Bartolo didn't dwell on what could have been. Instead, he focused on proving that he could be more than just a fireballer. In Montreal, Bartolo showed flashes of his prime form, but it wasn't until his 2005 season with the Angels that he truly reinvented himself. Injuries had forced him to adjust his approach. He couldn't just overpower hitters with sheer velocity anymore. So he leaned on his control, his intelligence, and his ability to mix pitches. Bartolo became a master of precision, painting the corners of the strike zone and frustrating hitters who were used to his high-octane fastballs. That season, Bartolo's hard work paid off in spectacular fashion. He won 21 games, the most in the league, and was awarded the prestigious Cy Young Award. It was the crowning achievement of his career, a testament to his ability to adapt and evolve as a pitcher. But as high as Bartolo soared, the road wasn't smooth. The physical toll of his career began to catch up with him. By 2006, shoulder and elbow injuries started to take a serious toll, and his velocity dropped even further. From 2006 to 2010, Bartolo struggled to stay on the field, making just 47 starts in 4 seasons. A stark contrast to the workhorse reputation he'd built earlier in his career. For many players, this stretch would have been the end of the road. Bartolo could have walked away from the game, his legacy cemented as a Cy Young winner and a dominant force in his prime. But walking away wasn't in Bartolo's DNA. He wasn't ready to give up. Not yet. He took 2010 off entirely, focusing on rebuilding his body and mind. It was during this time that Bartolo underwent an experimental stem cell procedure where doctors used fat and bone marrow to repair his elbow. It was a gamble, one that very few players had ever tried. But for Bartolo, it was his best shot at a second chance. The results were nothing short of miraculous. By 2011, Bartolo had earned a minor league deal with the New York Yankees, showing up to spring training with a renewed determination, even if he was still 30 pounds overweight. Against all odds, he made the opening day roster, proving that his years away from the game hadn't dulled his skills. That season, Bartolo was more than just a comeback story. He was a reliable workhorse for the Yankees, pitching in 29 games and helping the team secure a playoff spot. But the transformation wasn't just on the field. Under the guidance of veteran leaders like Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera, Bartolo began addressing his personal struggles. He got his drinking under control and left behind the habits that had held him back earlier in his career. This new, focused version of Bartolo carried his success into the next few seasons. In 2013, with the Oakland Athletics, he delivered one of the best years of his career. At 40 years old, he posted a career-best 2.65 ERA, started 30 games, and finished 6th in Cy Young voting.
What a story for Bartolo Colón this year. He's 40 years old, hasn't lost a step. This Oakland pitching staff's been leaning on him, a lot of young pitchers on this staff.
A remarkable achievement for a pitcher who had been written off just a few years earlier. When Bartolo Colón joined the New York Mets in 2014, no one expected him to become a fan favorite. At his age, he wasn't overpowering hitters anymore, but his control, craftiness, and larger-than-life personality quickly won over fans. His playful demeanor and unshakable confidence made every game he pitched unforgettable. Then came May 7th, 2016, a moment etched in baseball history. Facing the Padres, Bartolo stepped to the plate and swung. A big, awkward swing that sent the ball soaring over the left field wall. At 42 years old, Bartolo Colón hit his first career home run, becoming the oldest player in MLB history to do so. The crowd erupted, his teammates laughed and celebrated, and Bartolo rounded the bases with a grin during what would become the second slowest home run trot of the season. Even the Padres announcers couldn't help but marvel, the impossible has happened. But Bartolo's time with the Mets wasn't just about that one swing. In 2015, he was a crucial piece of the pitching staff, throwing the most innings and providing stability during their run to the World Series. While he wasn't the team's ace, Bartolo became the glue that held the rotation together. His time with the Mets reminded everyone why baseball is special.
He's just keeping the ball away from Board the whole game. He wants to get it.
There, ball behind the back flip, and he got him! Oh, wow! It's so easy for Colón right now that he's able to put some mustard on it.
Oh, my gosh.
Because moments like Bartolo's home run can make us all believe in the impossible. Bartolo's career didn't follow the typical script. He wasn't a physical specimen. He wasn't always the most disciplined. But he had heart, resilience, and an unshakable love for the game. Even in his 40s, when most players are long retired, Bartolo was still out there, pitching, smiling, and giving fans moments they'll never forget. From his humble beginnings in the Dominican Republic to becoming a cult hero, Bartolo Colón proved that baseball is about more than stats. It's about stories. And his is one of the greatest. If Bartolo's story inspired you, please hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know your favorite Bartolo moment in the comments. And don't miss our next video where we dive into another legendary baseball journey. This is Baseball Spark. Thanks for watching.